Hit it, boy! You ready?
Good morning. I'm here in our primitive camp. This is kind of where we like to play around with different ideas. This is where I'm making the bush bath, and Chastity has done piles of compost all over the place. We have wood, cedar wood, driftwood, various forms of entertainment. We have some small planting beds. We're just experimenting here. It's where we try to figure out, stuff. Since I have started this journey, we have started this journey, I have noticed that doing things without proper planning and research can cost you time, which is probably the most valuable, and money. So we have created this area to play around and learn and craft things and engineer things so that we might be able to do them for real somewhere here on the property. For instance, this foundation that I built for the bush bath would serve as a template for future remote cabins on our property, or maybe one day building one by hand out here somewhere for people to come and visit. So just going into that blind, I feel, would make me waste a lot of my time, because I have done so. But that's why I'm here. So this is a water barrel that we have converted. Well, we just painted it. Chastity painted it. Converted to a compost bin, closed compost system. And it's just a barrel. And it's got a flap here that we open up. We'll put old food scraps in, dead leaves, wood chips, sticks, whatever we can find. And every once in a while we'll grab a stick and stir it. Well, I was over at my buddy's house yesterday, and he has purchased himself a rotating compost bin. Now that's pretty cool. They're expensive. Well, expensive for me. And I thought to myself, why don't I just make one? So I have this pole that's half corrugated. It's half of a corrugated gate chain link fence pole. I'm thinking I can just shove this bad boy through there and maybe utilize some bearing or not. Just make the hole really good. And put a handle on it, on this, so that we can turn it and it'll spin. And then maybe later on in the middle I can put like a fin going down to move the compost like a dryer. I'll do that later because it is full of old food scraps, and it's stinky. It's probably not too bad actually. Actually, not too bad. This kind of smells like dirt and compost. But I want to be able to turn this. I want Chastity to be able to turn it without having to stick a stick in and muscle it out. And she's out of town. And I'm supposed to be doing foundation stuff. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this instead. Because I don't think it's going to take very long. Now, I have said that here for you. And I have said that many times, doing many things. And I was wrong every single time. And it took several hours. Hopefully that is not true about this. It's drilling a couple holes, putting a pole through, and putting a handle on. So hopefully it won't take very long. But I thought I'd go ahead and film this and show you guys what I'm going to do. As for what the pole will sit on, I'm going to need support here. And I don't want to get too fancy with it. I don't want to utilize metal. I want to use some kind of wood, maybe a cedar post, cedar stick, and make like one of these. There is just movement all over the place. I know y'all can't hear it, but the forest is very lively this morning. And it was very lively last night. I saw several coyotes. Pursuing some deer. Pursuing some deer across the field there. I always keep a pistol on me for this very reason. It's not that I'm afraid, but there are black bear here in these woods. There has been reports of black panthers. Yes, you heard that correct. Panthers. In fact, I've seen trail cams with pictures of panther. Right over here. Here in these woods. There is mountain lion. There's animals. Bobcats, coyotes. And I would never want to shoot a large predator ever. I feel like that would be just gut-wrenching. But I don't want them here in the space where I'm going to have my dogs out and have animals someday. So I always try to keep myself safe, and my dog safe, my family safe from predators. That's what this is for, just in case. You never know. If you see this pistol on my hip, that's why. But that was a rabbit hole. What we need to do now is get to building. All right. So, everything's going good. Let me show you what we got here. Boom. A hole. I used a circle drill bit, circle saw drill bit to hit the hole. It's about 18.5 inches between these two spouts here. So 9.5, dead center. That's one hole. And I drilled the hole big enough to put a bearing in between the pole and the barrel just to make things easier to turn. Also, over time, these holes could be compromised. And I think you want a seal on there just to make sure that it's one hole. Flip it over and do the other one. Support it. It's important to have a good support system. a hacksaw. It just is doo-doo. I would have used my Sawzall or my reciprocating saw, but my generator is dead. I need to clean the carburetor, I think, because it's got some bad gas in there. And I can't charge the batteries until that's clean, so manual. It's a good chance for me to build some muskies. But anyway, I'm gonna drop those poles in the ground. They should sit high enough, with enough room in the ground to hold up the rotating compost bin. All in all, this build was just, I was hindranced. I mean, it's a hacksaw. Little cedar post, hammered them in. I thought I was filming when I did that, but I guess it wasn't. That's always awesome. I was hindranced. But anyway, I got them set in there, and then I wedged some rocks onto the sides of them so that they do not move, and they're pretty good. So now I'm going to figure out a way to drill down into them and put the rings on that I got, and then slide the slide the barrel onto it with the thing, and then figure out a way to fasten that pole to the barrel. Some critters over there. All right. This time I will film and make sure that it is recording. Some critters over there. All right. Beep. Here's our finished product. I wasn't able to film just exactly what I did, but I can show you. So, just some metal strapping here. It's on there pretty secure. That post needs to be secured a little better, but I'll put some rocks around it, hammer them down. And on the other side, screw. This keeps it in place, keeps it from falling off. And then I drove some cedar into the pipe and screwed that on there to keep it from moving. And then I needed a handle, and I didn't want to put any more holes in it. I strapped on some cedar just to give you some leverage when you turn it. All right, it's like that. Turning compost. And it doesn't look terrible. I mean, here's a long shot for you. Looks purposeful, looks sturdy. You can still access the input on top to add to it. It's a closed system. There is much room for improvement. I would like to maybe add a bearing here so that it just turns simply. Somebody's wasting some money out there. Okay, I am in the middle of a war zone. So there you go, a turning compost. I mean, it's a hacksaw.